Hi, I'm Victoria.
I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Francesca.
Question 1. In what ways does your media product use, develop or challenge forms and conventions of real media text? Introduction. For our A2 media coursework, we created a band campaign for a new album containing a front cover, 4 inserts, a back cover and 3 A4 advertisements to promote our music video.
A genre is described as repeated patterns made up from formulas which are made up of certain repeated elements or conventions. We decided to choose the British pop genre for our music video because we believe this genre would enable us to appeal to a wider audience. We established this from our research from the Top 20 Radio 1 chart. We found that it is dominated by 80% pop music, including the number 1 single, therefore the best genre to gain success with our product.
We chose the song Boys and Girls by Pixie Lott because the brand image of our artist is young, fun, energetic and sexy, and we thought that the upbeat and lively nature of the song mirrored that image. Due to the song reaching number 1 in the charts, it is clear to see that the song would definitely be a hit with our target audience.
Andrew Goodwin outlines the typical conventions of a music video. The first point he made was that there should be a link between the lyrics and the visuals. We use this throughout our video. For example, when the lyrics say, "I'm looking in the mirror," there is a clip of Frankie looking in the mirror. An example of a real media product where the lyrics match the video is in Taylor Swift's video, "You Belong With Me."
The next point he made is that there should be a relationship between the music and the visuals, with the visuals illustrating, amplifying or contradicting the music. There are 3 obvious points in which our video visuals match the music. Firstly, we have used split screens and our editing matches the upbeat pace and the mood of the song, which is proved in our audience feedback. A real media text example of this is Deja Vu by Beyoncé and Jay-Z.
Secondly, our artist's mise-en-scène fits in well with the theme of the song as the body language and costume complements the 2 genders. For example, when she is a girl in the video, Frankie is dressed in pink, feminine clothing, and when she is a boy, a blazer and shirt is worn to show the masculinity. Finally, we use gender symbols as backgrounds to relate to the theme of the song.
Another convention is that particular genres may have their own music video style and iconography. In our research on the subgenre pop music video, we discovered the typical conventions are
colourful, using bright primary colours and changes of outfits. The songs are usually upbeat, positive and fun, and they also usually focus on love.
They show the dancers and artists doing dance routines. They usually have a narrative which links to the song. There are close-ups of the artist's face, usually wearing revealing outfits for the male gaze, and voyeurism, which is pop solo artists, girl bands and boy bands.
an example of this form from a real media text is the music video Horse and Co by Katy Perry.
We followed the majority of these conventions because we wanted to create a typical pop video. We didn't have any intention to break the rules and be alternative. In our questionnaire, 100% of the people we asked agreed that it was a typical pop video.
Our video is clearly colourful, fun and light-hearted. It includes dancers and has lots of close-ups of the artist's face.
This also applies to the next convention, which is that there is a demand for lots of close-ups of the main artist. When filming our video, we ensure that we included as many close-ups as possible in order to promote our artist, as it establishes a relationship between Frankie and her audience.
A real media text example for this is from the video Price Tag by Jessie J. Goodwin also stated that the artist might develop their own star iconography. We decided that Frankie's brand image would be young, fun and energetic. We have brought this into the video through her confident performance and her bubbly personality.
We styled Frankie on young female artists such as Pixie Lott and Katy Perry. In the female parts of the video, she is dressed in a pink playsuit and a figure-hugging black dress. We gave her pink lipstick and quite heavy makeup in order to portray a girly feminine persona.
These elements all combine to promote her brand image Another way which we brought the image into the video was through colour grading some of the shots of her pink in order to maintain our brand image.
Voyeurism is also likely to be referenced to, which we included in our video. We did this through the mise-en-scène as Frankie and the dancers are wearing short dresses and low-cut tops, which would attract the male gaze. A real media text example where voyeurism is used is in the S&M video by Rihanna.
Another theorist called Pete Fraser has a theory on genre. The first parts of his theory states that the lyrics establish a general feeling or mood rather than watching everything that the lyrics refer to. We have followed some aspects of his theory, for example in the line, "When the basement cracks and the needle drops." We haven't mirrored this in the visual.
However, the reference to boys and girls is linked to the visual of our artist dressed as a boy and as a girl. He also said that editing is used to make the video more interesting. He said that the most common type of editing is fast-paced, which is what we have used in our video in order to keep the audience entertained.
In our audience feedback questionnaires, we asked if the pace of our video was right for the song. For this, we got good feedback with the majority of our audience agreeing. We aim to have every clip around 3 seconds long, so we could apply a variety of other shots in the video. Close-ups are regularly used in our video as it helps the audience connect with the characters.
Overall, we believe our video follows the typical conventions of a pop music video. This is shown through our research of different theorists and real media product examples. These conventions are popular in the music industry as it is seen to be giving the audience what they want from the genre.
As part of the ancillary task, we created an album with 4 inserts and 3 A4 advertisements. Within the pop genre, album artwork tends to follow the same features. For example, they usually feature medium close-ups of the main artist on the front cover to keep the focus on them. Pixie Lot's album, Turn It Up Louder, and Young, Foolish and Happy, we took this into account when creating our cover by featuring a medium shot of Frankie. We did this to form a relationship with the audience and to follow the conventions of typical pop album artwork.
For the album cover, we cut out 2 pictures of Frankie, a girl one and a boy one. We then cut them both in half and brought the 2 different halves together to form one person, but with 2 separate genders. Our front cover is linked to the video, Boys and Girls, as it reinforces the 2 different genders. We got inspiration from famous artists' album artwork, for example Christina Aguilera, and videos, for example Mariah Carey's Obsessed.
This caught our eye because it was unusual for female artists to dress as men because they are usually provoking the male gaze. However, in our video it doesn't avoid voyeurism completely, but does add an unusual twist. They also usually have a lyrics insert and a thank you insert and various pictures. We have made 2 inserts, each including one with the lyrics, which is common within albums, in order to promote the song, allowing the audience to become familiar with it and the artist. We also have a panel featuring a quote from the artist, another common feature in albums as it makes it more personal and valuable to the buyer.
The next 2 inserts are dominated by photos of Frankie dressed in both boy and girl outfits. In one of them, Frankie is shown 3 times, which reflects one of the shots used in the video, which uses the same effects. The next panel includes a mirrored image of Frankie as a boy. We thought this was different and was interesting effect to use, as it is not usually seen throughout pop albums. The final panel mirrors her brand image the most. This is demonstrated through the photo booth effect we used, and this clearly reflects her brand image, which is fun, young and energetic.
The choice of photos used make the album light-hearted and fun, as her facial expressions are less serious than other photos. As it is a back cover, we felt it was crucial to include a list of the songs featured on the album. We based the song titles on her brand image and the pop genre. Another crucial aspect of making the album authentic is to include the record label logo, so we found the Mercury logo and put it next to the barcode. We were able to do this because we had permission from the record label.
Throughout the inserts, we have made links to the video. For example, the backgrounds we created ourselves are used in the video and the album panels. We link them together to create cohesion in order to establish a definite relationship between the ancillary and the video in order to avoid confusion for the audience.
Our adverts also reflect our video, brand image and audience relationship. This is through following the typical conventions of marketing, as a consistent link is used within all our media products. This is essential for any artist as it helps create a relationship with the target audience by allowing the audience to immediately recognise the artist and their product.
This is done through following the typical conventions by having her name in bold letters to make it stand out, the date of the album release and a preview of the album cover. We have used the same font throughout the adverts and album panels to keep a consistent link.
We have used a large medium shot of the artist in all our adverts, some with the boy and some with the girl, which again creates a consistent link between our video and adverts. We kept them quite simple so it was clear to the audience what the key information was, for example the release date and the artist's name.
We feel we have advertised Frankie successfully throughout the video, adverts and album artwork. From looking at real media text, we have followed the typical conventions, which is what we intended from the beginning.